Assalamu alaikum and good day. This is Miss Fatima, your grade 6 science teacher, or one of the grade 6 science teachers, and this is your extra credit assignment. So before I continue, let's go over some rules. The assignment must be completed by Thursday, October 21, 11:59 p.m. All Chapter 3 Aleph lessons, that's Aleph lessons 22 through 34, must be complete before completing this puzzle. Each correct answer is worth 1 point that will be added to your test scores. If you have any questions, please contact me via WhatsApp or on Telegram. Okay, so first let me go over pure substances. Pure substances are chemically combined. That means elements are pure substances. They are made of only one type of atom. These can include oxygen, gold, carbon, and other gases that you might be familiar with as listed on the picture. Compounds are pure substances made of two or more different atoms that are chemically combined. These chemically combined compounds always have the same ratio or the same composition. For example, table salt is sodium chloride. It always includes one sodium and one chloride. Water is H2O. It is always two hydrogen chemically combined to one oxygen, similar with carbon dioxide. One carbon chemically combined to two oxygen. First question, which correctly describes a compound but not a mixture? A, all of the atoms are of the same element. B, all the molecules have at least two atoms. C, the combination of substances never changes. D, the substances can be separated without breaking bonds. Question 2. Which kind of matter might contain only this type of particle? A, an element. B, a compound. C, a homogeneous mixture. D, a heterogeneous mixture. Question 3. How many atoms are in the particle? A, 2. B, 3. C, 4. D, 5. Just a quick note, this is a periodic table of elements. It has all of the elements that exist on Earth listed by their atomic number. Note that metals are on the left side of the atomic or periodic table and non-metals are on the right side. Mixtures. There are two types of mixtures, homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Homogeneous mixtures are evenly mixed. You cannot see the different part. Example of a gas is air. Air is a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and other gases. Liquids, such as lemonade or tea, are mixtures of lemon juice and water. Solids, like brass, is a mixture of copper and zinc. Steel is also a mixture. We have heterogeneous mixtures. Heterogeneous mixtures are not evenly mixed. You can see the different parts. Examples include spaghetti, cereal and milk, as well as sand. And here are some images of your homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. Solutions. Solutions are homogeneous mixtures. Solutions and homogeneous mixtures mean the same thing, nafs shay. Mixed solutions are made of a solute and a solvent. Solutes is a substance that is dissolved into the solvent. Solute is what is less in the solution. For example, here we have salt. The solvent is the substance that dissolves the solute. The solvent is what is more in the solution. For example, water. An example of a solution is ocean water. It is salt dissolved into water. So ocean water is a solution. Question: what is another name for a solution? A compound, element, heterogeneous mixture, homogeneous mixture. Question: what is a substance? A. Fruit salad. B. Granola cereal. C. Spaghetti. D. Table salt. Question: which of the following best describes a mixture? A. Atoms of different elements chemically combined. B. Atoms of the same elements chemically combined. C. Two substances physically combined. Or D. None of the above. Question: which of the following is an example of a homogeneous mixture? A, B, C, or D? Atoms. Atoms are the smallest unit of matter. Atoms are made of a nucleus and electron cloud. The nucleus contains protons and neutrons. Most of the mass of an atom comes from the nucleus. The electron cloud is mostly empty space with negatively charged electrons. Protons are positive and neutrons have zero charge. Remember, most of the mass of an atom comes from that nucleus. So how do we figure out the number of protons, neutrons, or electrons? The atomic number is the same as the number of protons. So here we have hydrogen with an atomic number of 1. That means it has 1 proton. If the number of protons change, then the element changes. So if this number changes to 2, it will become a new element that we call helium. The atomic mass is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. If the number of neutrons changes, it is an isotope with a different atomic mass. So this atomic mass is 1.01. That means it doesn't really have any neutrons. If it had an atomic mass of 2, it would still be hydrogen, but it would be an isotope of hydrogen. The number of electrons is the same as the number of protons. If the number of electrons changes, it becomes a charged ion. Which is located outside the nucleus of an atom? Is it an electron, ion, neutron, or proton? What is the atomic number of an atom that has 6 protons, 8 neutrons, and 6 electrons? Is it A, 6, B, 8, C, 14, or D, 20? Look at the periodic table block for sodium. How many electrons does an uncharged atom of sodium have? A, 10, B, 11, C, 22.99, D, 23. Isotopes. Isotopes are elements with the same number of protons, but a different number of neutrons. Look at each of these carbon atoms. Notice each one has 6 protons, but carbon 12 has 6 neutrons. Carbon 13 has 7 neutrons. Carbon 14 has 8 neutrons. The atomic mass changes, but the atomic number always stays the same. The atomic number for carbon is always 6. Ions. If an atom gains an electron, it will be a negatively charged ion. For example, sodium will give an ion to chlorine. making chlorine negatively charged. So this is a chloride ion. If an atom loses an electron, it will be a positively charged ion. When sodium loses its electron, it becomes positively charged because it has more protons than it does electrons. Question: which of the atoms is a different element than the others? Take a look at the number of protons, the number of neutrons, the number of electrons. Which element is a different element? Which atom has a negative charge? Again, look at the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons and decide which one would have a negative charge. The figure shows models of 3 different atoms. What can you conclude about the 3 models shown in the figure? Is it A, they all show positive ions, B, they all show negative ions, C, they all show the same element, or D, they all show the same isotope? That brings us to the end of this slideshow. Have a wonderful day.